Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Sydney, and in this video I'm going to answer a question that I see asked pretty much on a daily basis, and that is how many listings you need to make sales or make daily sales on Poshmark. So I see a lot of people asking this, a lot of people wanting to go full-time, and they get really caught up on numbers. And while the number of listings you have is, something you want to think about because, you want to build and grow your closet, it's not something that you need to be stuck on. And I see a lot of people get stuck on this number, thinking they have to have a certain number of listings to be making these consistent sales. And I see a lot of people, unfortunately, talking themselves out of success because they get so stuck on, oh, I have to have 10,000 listings, there's no way I'm gonna get there, I can't buy that much inventory, and they just start filling their mind with all of these really negative thoughts. And I wanted to make this video because I want you to understand that while yes, if you have a lot of listings in your closet, obviously the more listings you have, the more probability, the higher the probability of you making a sale is, just based on numbers. But it's not all about the numbers. Poshmark is a very unique selling app. It is based on, community and sharing and things like that. So in this video, I want to talk about some things that are way more important than how many listings you have in your closet. And while I want you to focus on getting inventory and getting new inventory and growing your closet, I don't want this to be your main goal. I don't want it to be in your head, oh, I have to get 10,000 listings, I have to get 20,000 listings, because if that's your main goal, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because the thing is, you can have 10,000 listings in your closet. If they're not the right items that people are searching for and that people want to buy, you're not gonna have any sales. And that is why it's so important not to get so stuck on having a certain number of listings in your closet. As I said, obviously you want to be growing your inventory and you want to be getting new inventory, but I don't want you to become so stuck on this number that you're missing everything else that you need to be doing. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what you really need to be focusing on in terms of getting daily sales. And I want you to kind of bring yourself out of this mindset that you have to have this specific number and kind of put the number in the back of your mind. And I want you to focus on these 5 things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So sales depend on these 5 things that I'm going to tell you in this video. So the first thing that sales depend on, and is probably the most important, more so than how many listings you have, is what you're actually listing. You need to be focused on the kind of items that you are sourcing and the quality of these items, the brands, things like that, because you want to be sourcing the types of items the types of items that people want to buy. You need to be sourcing these types of items that people are actively searching for, because those are going to be the items that are going to sell for you. But 2, you want to be searching for items that are worth your time to list. You don't want to be, I used to go out and I used to buy things just because they were $1, because I was like, oh, they're $1. Anything that I make on them is profit. But then you have to also factor in your time. Do you want to be spending your time listing 10 things that might sell for $10 each? Or could you spend your time listing one thing that's going to sell for $100 and is going to get you the same amount of money in less time that it would take you to list 10 items? So you have to really think about that. And once I realized this is what completely changed my business, when I realized that I could actually list less items and source less items and make more money. Because The only time quantity really works is when you have one item that you can list multiples of. This is why a lot of online boutiques are so successful, because they have multiple of one item and they only have to create one listing for that one item, and they can sell 100 of the same item. So when you are having to list items individually, you really want to consider what you are sourcing and what is worth your time to be listing. And you want to kind of shift your focus more towards items that are going to sell consistently and that are going to sell at prices that are worth your time. If you are interested in learning more about what these types of items are, I have several sourcing guides that I have written based on my personal experience and what has sold well and consistently for me over the years. And if you're interested in those, definitely send me an email to poshbosshq@gmail.com and I will be in touch with you. So the next thing you need to be focusing on, more than how many listings you have, is your consistency. This is so important with Poshmark, just because listing items every day and keeping your closet active and, you know, having items appear under the just in category is so important for your closet. So I usually recommend for people to list at least 5 items a day. And if you don't want to have to be photographing listings every day, you know, you really want to focus on photographing enough listings to where you will have some to list for a few days, because you really need to be listing every single day, at least 5 items, to keep your closet active and to favor the algorithm. And this is just from, you know, what I have noticed personally over the years, is when I list 5 items is when I really start to see more activity on my closet. If I list less than 5 items, I don't really see anything happen. It's when I hit that 5th item is when the activity really starts on my closet. So that is why I recommend to people listing at least 5 items. I don't know if it triggers something in the algorithm or what it does, but that is when I have seen the best results. So that is what you really want to make your focus on, listing at least 5 items a day. Now, if you want to be full-time, obviously you're going to have to list more than that, you know, a good bit more than that. But if you know, don't have a lot of time that day, but you still want your closet to be active and you're still trying to make sales, definitely try to list at least 5 items. The next thing you need to be doing is sharing your closet. This is very important, because every time you share your closet, it pushes your listings to the top of the search results. So after you share your closet, everybody sharing their listings is pushing your listings down in the search results. If you share, you know, a pair of J. Crew jeans, right when you share them, they appear at the top of the search results because you just shared them. That's what the search engine defaults to, is just shared. So they're gonna appear at the top of the search results. But then as other people who have J. Crew jeans in their closet share their J. Crew jeans, it's going to push your listing down. And this is why it's important to share your listings multiple times a day. I usually recommend people share their closet at least 3 times a day. If you have a lot of listings in your closet and it's just not realistic for you to share 3 times a day, you either need to hire someone to help you in sharing your closet. I recommend hiring somebody that you know, because obviously you're gonna have to give this person access to your Posh account. So, or, you know, enlist a family member to help you share your closet. But if you have a lot of items, pick 100 to 200 items for that day and share those items 3 times a day. You especially want to be sharing during the last party of the evening, because that is when the most people are active on the app. So make sure that you are sharing your listings consistently, because that is what is going to keep them at the top of the search results and help people to see them. The next thing you really need to be focusing on is your keywords. Now, I'm not going to go too much into keywords because I have an entire video all about keywords, so I will link it down below. Make sure you go and you check that out, because keywords are so important in getting your listings seen by the people who are searching for them. So make sure you go watch that, where I go into depth on it. But you want to make sure that you are including keywords in your listings. just because you want people to be able to find your items. So you really need to learn what you need to be including in your listings to allow people to be able to find them and to search for them. This last thing I want to talk about is probably one of the most important things that we need to talk about, because I feel like not enough people talk about it, and that is your mindset. If you go into this and you have just a negative mindset and everything is negative, and you know, you just have this mindset of I can't make money, I can't make sales, I can't do this, I can't do that, you've got to get your head out of that mindset, because that is going to keep you from making sales. It's going to keep you from making money. You have to really, you know, expect your sales to come. You have to expect yourself to make money. You have to expect yourself to be successful, and you have to kind of find your confidence about that. You can't, you know, just have yourself in this negative state all the time, because that energy is going to affect your closet. It's going to affect your business. So try to have a better outlook. I highly recommend reading The Secret book by Rhonda Byrne. It talks a lot about the power of positive thinking, and your thoughts are such a powerful thing. I will link the book down below, but definitely check it out if you find yourself frustrated or just trying to, you know, get yourself into a more positive place. Definitely check the book out, read the book. I also think the movie version of it is on Netflix, so definitely check that out as well if you have Netflix. But yeah, just try to put yourself into a more positive outlook, and you know, what's it gonna hurt? It's not gonna hurt your business to, you know, be more positive about the situation, because right now that's really all we can do. But anyway, so this is my video. I want you guys to really stop focusing so much on these numbers that honestly don't really matter. It does not matter how many listings you have in your closet. Somebody could have 10,000 listings in their closet. If it's not stuff people want to buy, they're not going to make sales. And if they're not sharing their items, people are not going to see their items. So, you know, and then somebody with 50 items who has really good items and they're sharing their listings and doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're going to make more sales than that person with 10,000 listings. So I want you to keep that in mind, and, you know, don't let yourself get discouraged, and don't let yourself compare yourself to other people. If you feel like, you know, you don't have a whole lot of inventory or you can't get inventory right now, all you can do is the best that you can and work with what you have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. If it did, definitely leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.